In a quiet town called Ulm, Germany, on March 14th, 1879, a baby boy was born to Hermann and Pauline Einstein. They named him Albert. Little did anyone know, this boy would one day change the way humanity understands the universe. But in his early years, Albert showed no signs of greatness. In fact, he was slow to speak and only uttered his first full sentences at the age of 9.2. Growing up, Albert was fascinated by the natural world. He spent hours observing light, shadows, and the patterns of nature. However, school was a challenge for him. He disliked the strict, military-style education system in Germany, which left no room for creativity. His teachers labeled him as lazy and unruly, but Albert simply wanted to explore knowledge on his own terms. When Albert was 5 years old, his father gifted him a compass. It was a small, simple object, but it sparked something extraordinary in him. He marveled at how the needle always pointed north, even without any visible force. This moment planted the seed of curiosity that would guide Albert for the rest of his life. 4. Despite his struggles in school, Albert's thirst for knowledge couldn't be quenched. He devoured books on science, philosophy, and mathematics. When his family moved to Switzerland, he decided to enroll in the Polytechnic School in Zurich. Though he excelled in mathematics and physics, his rebellious nature made it difficult for him to follow conventional paths. After graduating in 1900, Albert faced another setback. He couldn't find a teaching job and struggled to make ends meet. Eventually, he found work as a clerk at the Swiss Patent Office. It wasn't the prestigious career he had imagined, but the job allowed him time to think deeply about science during his free hours. Albert would often sit at his desk, daydreaming about the mysteries of space and time. He wasn't just solving equations. He was reimagining the universe. In 1905, at the age of 26, Albert published 4 groundbreaking scientific papers. This year is now called his miracle year because these works revolutionized physics. 7. One of these papers introduced the theory of special relativity, a radical idea that changed how people understood space and time. It was in this paper that Albert introduced his famous equation, E equals mc squared, which showed that energy and mass are interchangeable. He received recognition from the scientific community, and universities began offering him prestigious positions. Despite his newfound fame, Albert remained humble, always emphasizing that his work was built on the ideas of those who came before him.
In 1921, Albert was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, not for relativity, but for his work on the photoelectric effect. This discovery laid the foundation for quantum mechanics, a field that would transform technology in the 20th century. While his scientific achievements brought him fame, Albert was also a man of principle. As a Jewish scientist, he spoke out against the growing tide of anti-Semitism in Europe. When Adolf Hitler rose to power in the 1930s, Albert fled Germany and settled in the United States, where he took a position at Princeton University. In America, Albert became a vocal advocate for peace and human rights. He opposed war and warned against the dangers of nuclear weapons, even though his own research had contributed to their development. He famously wrote a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, urging caution about the use of atomic energy. Albert was more than just a scientist, he was a philosopher and humanitarian. He believed in simplicity and humility, once saying, "A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness." His values inspired people around the world. Even in his later years, Albert continued to work tirelessly, searching for a unified theory of physics that could explain the entire universe. Though he never succeeded in this endeavor, his work laid the groundwork for future generations of scientists. On April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein passed away at the age of 76. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy lived on. The image of the white-haired genius, with his playful smile and twinkling eyes, became a symbol of human curiosity and intellectual brilliance. Albert Einstein's life is a testament to the power of curiosity, perseverance, and the courage to challenge the status quo. From a misunderstood child to a revolutionary thinker, his journey reminds us that greatness often lies in the minds of those who dare to dream differently. His story continues to inspire millions, proving that imagination truly has no limits.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, tell me in the comments, what's your favorite way to learn English? I'd love to hear your ideas. See you in the next video.